Well, good morning girls and boys, aliens, friends, even enemies. I'm not fussy. Look at that, hawthorn in full bloom. Just so much colour, and it's we're having a sort of early spring. This is the willow tree coming out in bloom, the hawthorn, and the starting to flourish. A lot of the trees haven't yet, they just got the buds forming, so I think in another 3 weeks. But look at this, I'm riding around, I'm seeing nothing but massive fields full of oilseed rape starting to bloom. The significance is that in the 3rd week of March, for a crop to be this fully advanced, I suspect means that the farmer's probably going to get 3 crops in, and it's a valuable crop. Now I should think just for once the farmers around this part of the world are not moaning. It makes a rare change, doesn't it? Come on guys. Either too wet, too dry. Good God, did she need enough room on that? It's either too wet, too dry, too windy. The farmers are like politicians, they have an excuse for everything, but they still drive around in big cars and live in big houses. You can't fool us. You must think we're stupid. I'm a poor farmer. Oh, I'm a that politician. Yeah, right, okay. They must think we're all mushrooms, don't they? Because they keep us in the dark and try and feed us bullshit. But with the age of technology, we are becoming wiser, we are learning more. The old sludge and slurry on the side of the fields, waiting to be spread once the crop is in. That'll be a nice smelly week. So I'm watching videos from all over the world, and poor old sort of parts of America and Canada, they've had a pretty rough winter. Oh, look at that, isn't that beautiful? Pink. They've had a pretty damn rough winter. I don't know if you can see it on the field there, there's a tower, Leomani Tower, one of the oldest gatehouses in Britain. I think it is the oldest gatehouse. I'll see if we can get a bit closer without having to pay. It's down this road here. I'll put a link in about some of its history. Seems everybody's going to the same place. Oh, that's difficult for that old van driver. Somebody else who doesn't know where his back wheels are, bless. No, I never knew that was there. The industrial estate, look. And it's a mile from my home in a straight line. But we'll pop down here, see if we can get a quick view for those who are interested. It's the greenness, it's the vibrancy in the green. It must have really enjoyed having a wet winter. The grass really is succulent. Just see it peeking over the tree there. And that's the gatehouse to the gatehouse. Open 12 till 5, so it's not open yet, which is a shame. See if we can get a better view. I'm not going to drive down there, I'm not that sort of person. I'm sure they want to do their whatever they do in the mornings, they want a bit of privacy, they don't want people just riding into gore. But there it is. A few famous queens and kings have stayed there. Not a bad little place, is it? Is it the oldest or the tallest? Do you know, I'm damned if I can remember. And I shan't lead you astray, I shall look it up and I shall put a link in. I know it's particularly famous for something, Ist. Definitely Tudor, isn't it? It's a big old lump of brick. You wouldn't want the maintenance costs on it. I think we've come to a dead end. Pretty sure we've come to a dead end. So there you are, I'll pop a link in. Good morning, my lord. I think I'm just enjoying spring today, although it's not it's not full-blown spring after such a dismal damp winter where I've been doing full rain gear every ride, and very little sun throughout the winter this year. Even when it snows you sometimes get sunny days, but we didn't seem to have many around this part this year, so I'm just bathing in sunshine and letting you have a little peek, a little bit of my world. So slow down, dear. Of course, the danger is we're in Essex. Now, with the best will in the world, doesn't matter how narrow or how blind the bends, a percentage of the population, a high percentage, will still thrash around these corners and not worry about what's coming the other way until they meet it. I don't know how people ride country lanes around your way, but it's definitely a game of Russian roulette around here. And that's an no-through road. Okay, so we go up here. Woo! Wiggly bump. Yeah, I decided not to have a subject. I decided just to enjoy the day. There's just so much blossom about and so much colour with the daffodils and the oilseed and the buttercups, and it's just brilliant, isn't it? Everywhere you look there's a little piece of colour. I suspect I go home this way. I know where I am now. I always like it when I know where I am. Get some dust out the pipes. So is spring showing where you are? Are you feeling, you know, are you getting more sunlit, brighter days? Are you getting more colour? If so, let me have a look. Show us around. That was it, just a little ride around my country lanes. Just to enjoy the day, nothing more. May not be too interesting, but it's something for you to watch on a dark, cold evening. But of course, I don't know, our Antipodean friends, quick question, do you have this same impact in spring? When your spring comes, I haven't been to Australia in the spring, I've been in the middle of the summer, and it's never crossed my mind before, but do you get that sudden change, that sudden vibrance in the spring. Answers on postcard, usual address. Until then, bye bye. Thank you for partaking of my little trundle around this soggy bit of Essex. You know the rules: ride safely, but try to be happy in whatever happens, because you know, even in adversity, even when people are dumping on you, no reason you can't actually find your little bit of happiness. Why? Why? Is there? Bye bye.